puedo mostrar unas cositas. Si tuviera la oportunidad, te volvería loco. No sabes las cosas que me hace sentir. Me excitas, me mojas, me encanta.
Yep, we're gonna keep listening to the jams. Let's keep going. We're waiting on a couple of other speakers. Like I said, we're gonna start as soon as we get enough people. So do me a favor, please, guys. Just kindly retweet this on your timeline, on your contact, and let's get more people out here, please. Let's get it going. Kindly retweet this. Let's get more people here. Take another 5 minutes. Let's see how we get. Hey, Dodger, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Yeah,
You
thank
see
you very
Maxwell
much.
request the mic. Uh, Welcome to another wonderful space, the obedient space, like we call it, obedient minds. Yep, like you all know why we're here today. Yeah, we're here to talk about the petition, and we have in our midst three brilliant legal minds. Let me put it that way. Barrister Juliet. Barrister Juliet, please request the mic and come up. uh, UC Maxwell and Barrister Doja. They're here to have a conversation with us, enlighten us, explain this petition in detail. We're mainly going to be talking about the PO petition, but for those of us that really want to know the similarity between that of Atiku's and the PO's, you're free to ask any question. And I believe they will answer to the best of their knowledge. And if there's any other thing they want y'all to know about these petitions, um, they will definitely answer the questions and get with you guys. So please, guys, let's know what we have in that petition. Let's know what the situation is going to be and anticipate of what will be coming from this petition when the jury case starts, the presidential tribunal kicks off. So to say, I'm not an attorney. I don't want to be one, but I love to be in the midst of these brilliant attorneys. I want them to give us a breakdown. I mean, UC Maxwell is a household name here. Barrister Juliet is also a very known name, and she's also one of us here. And Barrister Doja is a smart cookie, I will tell you guys. Um, he's here to tackle every question and give you guys a detailed breakdown of what you guys need to know. I think you guys would understand the three of them. You guys would enjoy them. And this would be one of those great spaces because we are all going to have a meaningful conversation concerning this petition. And we would all leave here well informed. So hopefully this would, like y'all say, ginger us up and we would understand why we need to fight for our mandate and why we would get it back. So without Angie, please request the mic, request the co-host. If you're not available, let me know. And we have to bring the three of them up. Pastor Juliet, uh, come up, please. Well-meaning Nigeria, uh, Uncle Akaji, Techi, Simo, Lamine, everybody, Obedient, Namdi. Thank you guys for being here. Please share the space, share the space. Let's get a lot of other folks here. I know we probably be seeing some PDP people here. It's okay. Um, we can accommodate them as long as they don't act stupid or crazy. They're welcome. They're welcome to ask questions. They're welcome to understand what is in their petition. If any of the attorneys have the time to explain to them, we don't have a problem with that. So guys, please just share the space, share the space, share the space, and let's get this going. I would rather start by having UC Maxwell and Georgia um, give their monologue. Nadu, I know you've been here before every person, so we would get to you, please. So let's take it one at a time. All right, let's go for it, guys. UC Maxwell, and as soon as Barrister Julia comes up, she would follow suit. Let's go. If you see Maxwell is not available, Barrister Dodger, you can go ahead. Can you guys hear me?
Hello, Magnific Dude, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You see Maxwell, I can hear you real good.
Okay, all right. Good evening to you, Magnific Dude. Good evening, Dodger. Good evening, Barrister Juliet. Um, the host, co-host, and everybody on the space. I greet each and every one of you. It's a pleasure to be here once again. I had a little network glitch, so I didn't really hear what you said, but I know that you called my name. So we all know why we are here, just to look into the petition um, of Atiku, and particularly and most importantly that of Peter Obi, who is the principal of the obedience movement, to look at how weighty the contents, the prayers, the arguments, and all that is contained in the document. The document is I think about a 99-page document, and Atiku's own is over 200 pages, of course. Now, these documents are instrumental to the determination of who is going to govern the state called Nigeria. While some people may fear that the courts will be telling us who is going to rule Nigeria, actually the courts will not be doing so. The courts will only be affirming what the people have done by casting their ballots on the February 25th election. So basically, we hope that the courts are going to look into these documents and affirm that this is the true position of what the people did. The Peter, I don't know, Magnific, do I go into it, or you are going to ask the questions or apportion the questions? Basically, this is just an intro. So this is what we are going to be
Yeah, this
doing.
is just an intro. I just want you to introduce yourself and let Barrister Dodger and then Barrister Judith, then we
Okay.
would take it from there. Yeah.
Okay, for the sake of formality, my name is Ukoma Chukwemeke is a Maxwell. UC Maxwell for short, and I'm the founder of Law Depth Foundation, which advances the knowledge of the law and advocate for human rights and fight against human rights violations in Nigeria. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Magnific.
Thank you so much, UC Maxwell. Barrister Dodger, let's hear from you, sir.
I'm Dodger, uh, a barrister, and a partner at a law firm in Lagos. I'm very happy to be on the space.
Thank you. That was pretty brief. Um, okay, one and only Barrister Juliet. We're saving the last for you, Barrister Juliet. Let's hear from you. Barrister Juliet, are you there? Please, let's hear from you, Barrister Juliet. Okay, I guess Barrister Juliet is not responding. Maybe she has some little connection problems. We'll get back to her. So this is how we're gonna go. Everybody or anybody that has questions, just request the mic, come up here and ask your question. And you can direct it to any one of them in particular, and they would respond. So we go like that in that order. So once you feel like you want to ask a question concerning the petition or what they're explaining that you don't really understand, feel free to ask your question and let them just answer you. So the first person, we can do it in this order. Barrister Doja, Barrister Juliet, and UC Maxwell. And then we'll go like that. All right, Barrister Juliet's hand is up. Let's hear her. Barrister Juliet, welcome. Please unmute your mic, introduce yourself, and let's get it going.
All right. Am I audible, please? So sorry. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank you. So sorry, I was having a bit of network glitch. I just feel, what was the question, please? I think there was a point I was trying to speak, but I couldn't. What were you trying to ask the speakers to say, aside the
No,
Juliet?
no, no. I was just saying you can introduce yourself and let them know who you are, and we'll take it from there. Just a monologue. That's it. What's
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I am Juliet Isi Ikaire. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about me and know about me, so no need of long stories anymore. I'm a legal practitioner. I'm also a politician. Just was among the candidates who recently contested for the seats of House of Reps. And I would like to say this: whatever we say on this space from the legal perspective, it does not in itself should be considered as a decision of the court. It's just a means to estray the document submitted by um, the petitioners in this election, in this just concluded election, the issues raised, what they are praying the court to do, how they are going about their how they have gone about tabling their issues before the court of law, but it is in no way the decision of the court. Neither are we in any way influencing what the judges would have to say. It remains the jurisdiction of the court to decide what happens at the end of the day. But this is just an opportunity to just break down, tell Nigerians what those documents are all about, and it's also actually to educate people so they can know what's coming up in the what's going to happen in the days to come. And that's just it. So thank you very much for this opportunity, Mark. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the entire team, and thank you to the audience. And I'm sure in time everybody will get to speak, and then you get to hear our opinion on the issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Juliet. Thank you for your disclaimer. Appreciate that, and well said. So, having said that, we are going to get this going. So, let's hear from Nadu. Nadu was the first to request the mic, and he was the first to be here. So, Nadu, what you got?
Well, yeah, I'm going to ask Barrister Juliet. I don't know how much do you see the PO's point on linking Tinubu's and drug deals in America as being detrimental to Tinubu's candidacy or election. Do you think this will scale in the court, or do you see it as something that will be thrown off that may not even go into hearing? What's your opinion on that? Thank you.
Okay, before Barrister Juliet answers that question real quick, sorry, I forgot to do this. I would want any of them, please, if you guys don't mind, can you quickly just give us a summary? That I know that was what UC was about to do earlier, but if you can go ahead now, UC, just give us a summary of what the petition is all about and what to be looking forward to when the all this thing starts. So go ahead and let's hear from you. You see, since you started it, I would say start, and then Master Julia can answer Nedu's question afterwards. But at the time being, I want to welcome my two co-hosts, Oemi and Angie. Thank you, ladies, for taking the time to be here and to co-host this with me. And as soon as UC Maxwell is done, I'm gonna yield to you, ladies. Y'all could take it away from here, and I can come in every now and then. So thank you very much, ladies. Let's go. UC, it's all you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Even though I felt that maybe people like Dodger or Juliet should do this, but
Well,
I would,
you can defer to them.
yeah,
It's no
I
biggie.
think I should do that. Let them do us the honors.
All right, Pastor Doja, what you think? Can you please break it down? Just a summary of what the petition entails. If
Oh yes,
you,
I will.
okay, let's go.
I'll proceed to break it down now. Just give me I'll say like about 30 seconds. Just want to gather my thoughts.
All right. So while we're waiting for you, me and Angie, can you guys please talk to your audience, talk to your peeps?
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the space. Long and short of this space is we have some bright minds here who are lawyers that are going to be explaining Peter Obi's petition, right? This petition, um, I think it was on Wednesday, right? That this whole petition got to the courts and the internet has been blowing up. It has been like the topic since when it dropped. A lot of people have opinions about it. They're saying, "Oh, this is what this means. This is what it doesn't mean." The DEA will come to Nigeria to testify. This person is going to come to testify. Now, many of us are just speaking based off assumptions. So moving forward, it is important that we have healthy conversations around this whole court case so we can be better equipped when we are talking to the opposition or talking to somebody that does not know what this whole thing is about, right? So we have lawyers here. Please, if you also know anyone who is a lawyer as well or who is interested in knowing what that petition means, word for word, subsection for subsection, please invite them on the space, right? Because these are very critical times. Propagandas are flying. So I believe when the lawyers break down the meaning of this petition, we would know how to counteract certain propagandas and not just you know just talk loosely, because right now everybody's in the court of law, and as they say, anything you say can be used against you. I'm not a lawyer, but that kind of thing, Sha. So we need to be very mindful of the things we say so we don't implicate ourselves, implicate our principle, right? So in as much as we all love to cook and we like to weave agendas, when we fully understand what this petition is, especially to some of us who are not lawyers and don't come from a law background, at least we would be able to cook better on the timeline. So basically, that is what the space is about. So please share the space, share the space, share the space. Hello, Barrister Juliet. Hi, UC. Hi, Doja. Hi, Nidu. Hi, Dynasty. Hi, I voted LP Baba DJ4. Hi, well meaning Nigerian. Hi, Lamin. Hi, Nello. Hi, Olawaski. Hi, Osemo. Hi, hello, good evening to everyone. And please um, grab whatever you can, Sha, to just enjoy this space because we're going to be here for quite some time. And please share the space, share the space, share the space so we can get more listeners and speakers to join the space. Thank you. Right.
Thank you
So,
for waiting. Let's go. Let's hear from Angie. Sorry. Yeah. Let's allow Angie, and then we'll circle back to Doja, and then y'all can take it away. All right. Let's go, Angie.
All right, thank you. Thanks everyone for having me on the space. It's quite nice actually getting to break down this whole petition. Thanks Doja, thanks UC Maxwell, and thanks Barrister Juliet for agreeing to do this with us. Okay, so we're also live streaming this whole space. You can check on YouTube and on Facebook. So please, in case you have a friend or you know someone that doesn't know how to use Twitter, can tell them to live stream on Facebook or on YouTube, please. And thank you so much once again. Okay, let's move over to Barrister Doja. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'll start with Peter Obi's election petition. And there's no need to circle around the election. I mean, we all lived through it and saw everything that went down and happened. So there's no need, like, bringing back some of those memories, but focusing on the petition essentially. So the idea is with the petition going to the tribunal. The tribunal is a court, more like at the same. I mean, a court that is more like at a very high level. So once they're done with the petition, then I mean, it can go on appeal, and from there, go to the Supreme Court. So start with the grounds of his petition. For Peter Obi's petition, I think for me, he came up with the grounds he came up with. Essentially, he came up with three grounds. The first ground was the second respondent, that's for Tinubu, that's at the time of the election was not qualified to contest the election. Then the second ground was that the election was invalid by reason of corrupt practices and non-compliance with the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022. And the third ground was that Tinubu was not duly elected by a majority of the lawful votes cast at the election. So, for me, I think one of the strongest points there, after going through the entire petition, it's simple. And the language in which it was drafted, I mean, was very simple and easy to understand, even by the layman. It goes straight to the point. It's a very simple petition, but as simple as it is, it has the content of that petition. When they say something has you in a chokehold, that's essentially how I would describe it. Very simple, straight to the point, but targets very vital areas. For me, one of the the best part of the petition is the fact that the petition inadvertently has introduced an international dimension to the election petition, tribunal. Because by this petition, and I think I'll go into details on that very shortly, by putting in this petition, the first ground, which is that Tinubu was, at the time of the election, was not qualified to contest the election. He went into Tinubu's past and brought out, more like, would I say, records or evidence of his drug dealing, him being involved, in the narcotics trade, that's drug dealing essentially. And how this is there's a section of the Constitution, I think that's under Section 133D, that states that if you have been, those are the sections that pretty much qualify you to be the president of Nigeria. And what that section is essentially stating, that's the Section 133, essentially is saying what can make you not qualified. What can make you not qualified to be the president of Nigeria? And this 133 is quite long, and it focuses on several areas. But I don't want to go into too much detail so I don't lose some of us that are on here. So I'll focus on what is very relevant and important. So with respect to this petition, Section 133D was relevant, where it is said that if you've been fined, and then that fine was as a result of fraud or dishonesty, you are not qualified to be president. So if we all remember, this was investigative journalism work done by David Hundeyin, when he went back into the past and researched what happened in 1993 when Tinubu was indicted, for being the bagman for a heroin smuggling and, gang, essentially. So in bringing back that case and, putting the expose together, essentially David Hundeyin was able to, bring the certified true copies of that particular case into public consciousness. So what happened during that case essentially was Tinubu he was related and had dealings with some people who were part of, drug running or drug smuggling gang essentially in Chicago. And those people that he had dealings with, he was laundering money on their behalf. He was their bagman, to put it that way. And when he set up all those accounts and all, he was working with Mobile, was earning, I think, $2,400. Sorry, he was earning about $2,400 a month. But the money he was earning was not enough to justify the inflows coming into